Whoa, 420 Pro Sniper 6969 subscribe with Prime Gaming. That's a hell of a username. Dude, thank you for the subscription. That's amazing. I also just hit record. I was not recording any of that. Whoopsie daisy. But that's all right. We didn't really... I was talking about a bunch of random stuff leading up to it. What else can I say? Do you guys follow me on Instagram? Did you see that wacky... we're going to get to drawing, too. I'm gonna open a new page. By the way, do we have any newbies in the chat? Is there anybody in the chat who has never watched a stream before? Just curious. Yo, what's happening? What are we drawing today? I'm going to tell you right now. Here, Annie J. Gorlami, shout out. First time viewer, first time chatter. All right. I'm going to go. Oh, me, 420 Pro Sniper. I like your Twitter. Bless you. Thank you for the Prime Gaming subscription. And I'm really glad you're here. We're going to do a drawing class. So basically these streams is me. It's me talking and shooting the shit with you guys. But it's also a drawing class. What's going on here? Okay, I don't need to see all this stuff. Okay, I don't want to see all this. How do I get rid of this crap? I don't want to see that. How do I make it go away? Hello. There it is. There we go. I got rid of it. I don't think you can. Okay, we got rid of it. We're good. Okay, but look, so I'm gonna be shooting the shit, making jokes, talking to you guys, but it's also a drawing class. It's totally free and it's super easy. If you want to follow along with me at the end of the stream, not only will you have had a very good time, but you also will have a really cool drawing on a little piece of paper or on your iPad or tablet, if you want to follow along digitally like I am drawing. But before we get started, all right, I got to go through the Beetle commandments, okay? So some of you guys have heard this a million times. Some of you guys have never heard it before. Let me run through it real quick, okay? Number 1, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? So I'm going to draw something that's at, I would say, like a medium level difficulty. Not really difficult, pretty easy. I think you guys will be able to follow along. But it's a little, it's going to require a little bit of patience or your attention, okay? Got a dip. Peace out, Yellow Swag Studios. We'll see you later. So, we have a Beetle Moses Discord. Oh, special dedication. Just subscribe. Whoa, and a hype train is close. Oh my God. Special dedication. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. We have a Beetle Moses Discord, like for these streams. If you type 3 months, so special dedication, subscribe to tier 1. They've subscribed for 3 months, dude. You're amazing. I freaking love you. I love you. If you want to join the Discord, if somebody wants to drop that link, you could just type !Discord in the chat, and Nightbot will drop a link for you. It never expires. It's totally free to join, and it's all the community of people who watch these streams sharing their... Whoa! Oh, and a hype train! Platypus Teeth is gifting a tier 1 sub to Snappy Jenkins 24. Thank you, Platypus Teeth. That is amazing. It's their first time gifting us up to the channel. That's incredible. Thank you so much, and congratulations to Snappy Jenkins on your subscription. That is extremely hype. Beetle Moses, choose a number between 3 and 1863. Let's go. Let's go. Well, my birth year doesn't fall under there, huh? Let's go. I'll do my birthday, 10/16, so 1016. How's that? Kind of right smack dab in the middle, honestly. What was I going to say? Anyway, so if you join that Discord, which I'd love to have you, I think we have something like over 200 people there. It's been an extremely positive community of people at varying stages of their artistic career. Some people have been drawing for a really long time and are extremely skilled, and then some people are just at the beginning of their journey and still, feeling out the ground floor. And everyone is just super nice, super supportive, anybody who's in there right now, I'm sure, can back me up. It's just been like a really cool community. And the other plus side is that that's where everybody's going to be sharing their drawings at the end of the stream. So if you draw along and then you want to share it, you can send it to those people and you'll get a bunch of likes and reacts on your thing, which feels really good. But when you send it in there, I just don't want to hear anything that's like, my drawing came out like trash. You know, I hate my drawing. I suck at drawing. I'm sorry. Sorry you guys have to look at this, or some stupid crap like that. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. And it's never true. Everybody's drawings have been really good, and there's just no point. It doesn't help anybody to be negative about your own art, so don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? We're doing this for fun. I'm not grading you. I'm not paying you. All right? So there's no reason for you to be hard on yourself. You can challenge yourself, but be nice to yourself and to your drawing, okay? If you feel like at the end of the drawing it really didn't come out how you wanted it to, and you're, rather than getting upset or getting, being harsh, you can absolutely send it in the chat and be like, I'm just not crazy with how this came out. Can anybody give me some feedback on how I could fix this up? And I'm sure somebody will help you out. But that's it. That's all it takes, all right? It's okay to draw things that aren't very good from time to time. It doesn't mean you're a bad artist. It's just, that's part of it. All right, number 2, go at your own pace, okay? I'm going to draw what we're drawing today very slowly. I think it's going to be a fun drawing, but I'm going to work through everything nice and easy, all right? Nice and slow. So, but if I don't explain something right or go over something way too fast, okay, I'm watching the chat, and let me know, and I'll go back, all right? We're still at a point now where, there's not that many people in here, so I'm going to see if you message something, right? So if you need help, or if you want me to go back over something, just let me know. Don't be shy. And then 3, try new things. It's how you get better. So on days off, when you're not doing the class, for example, Natty the Panda, I'm going to read that in a second. On days off when you're not drawing, if you have an idea for a drawing that you'd like to practice or do something new, you should absolutely try new things. Don't shy away from an idea that you think might be outside of your comfort zone. So if you think of something and you're like, oh, I really want to draw a beetle like this. I really want to draw a beetle, and I want to draw him sitting in an easy chair smoking a pipe. But I don't know how to draw a beetle like this, and it would be way too hard to try to draw them in a chair smoking a pipe. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do that anatomy. That is something you should absolutely challenge yourself to do, because you're going to actually sit and use your brain, and it's going to make you a better artist. And I'm going to tell you, I've said this a million times, when you draw something new, you look up a reference. Google images. I do it all the time. And the first time that you draw something new, you're going to need a reference, and you might finish it and feel like, okay, that came out a little bit wobbly, but it's not, it's so-so. The second time that you draw something, like let's say you draw a beetle again, for this time he's riding a skateboard or something, you probably will need a reference again, but you're going to find out that time you're going to be like, wow, this actually came out pretty good. And then the third time, you won't even need a reference. It will be in your bag, okay? But the first step is deciding that you're going to draw something new that you've never drawn before, okay? And using that help. Use your little assistance. That's okay. All right. If anybody gets cranky in the chat, I'm going to bring this back up again. Okay, let's see. Natty the Panda. I ran out of specific Beatles to talk about. So, page 1016, my birthday, of the book of Beetles, Daily Beetle Fact. It talks about Pelastica amurensis. It's one of the few members of the family Pterodontidae, and the only known member of the subfamily Peltasticinae. It includes 2 species, P. tuberculata in North America and P. amurensis in East Siberia and Japan. Species of this genus have been found in association with fermenting sap under bark where they feed on fungi. Let's look it up. Like, I was going to draw standard Beetle Moses, and then it turned into Swag Beetle versus Monkey Moses. That's awesome, yeah. Wait, here, let's see. I get the same dopamine hit as social media, but without comments. I'm bad equals not good. I want to improve. How do I get more powerful at drawing based? Yes, that's true, exactly. Okay, let's look up this Pelastica amurensis. Pelastica amurensis. I only want Pelastica amurensis. Is it? Oh, it's a type of plant? When I look up Pelastica amurensis... Oh, wait, no, I do get a bug. There's one bug here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. But my computer... Bing was struggling with that one. That is a very specific one. Oh, crap. I got a bot in here. How do I freaking... Oh, God. Mods! I don't have my mods in the chat right now. Anyway. I got hit with a minute of ads. Am I suffering? Oh, sorry. Well, okay, check it out. I did just look up... I did just look up the freaking Pelastica amurensis. Oh, why does it look so small here? Let me fix this up. Whoa, there we go. Look at that thing. Here's Pelastica amurensis. Wow, bugs were so wacky. Really, really cool. Thank you for the thing. Oh, you're back? Okay, we're back. Beautiful bug. Thank you for the suggestion, Natty the Panda. This is a very cool beetle. All right, who wants to get started on drawing? How are we feeling right now? Ready? I have a cool idea for us. It's a little bit of a return to form because I feel like we haven't drawn anything really, I don't know, we haven't drawn like, well, no, we have drawn animals, but I want to draw animals in funny situations. And I had this idea, which is an old drawing, and I actually think I'm about to repurpose it for something because one of my mutuals, Veednet, Veednet, who's a really talented artist, asked me if I wanted to contribute something to a little like coloring book project featuring like creatures and characters and animals and stuff, and I was like, yeah. They texted me that while I was still on vacation, so then I came back and I was like, what am I going to draw for this? And I was actually kind of flipping through some old ideas, like old notebooks and stuff, and I found this one that I really liked, and then I was like, oh, this would be fun to redraw, so I think I'm going to use it for that, but I also feel like we can draw it on stream, and it's actually going to be, it's a bird. We're going to draw like a heron, okay, which I'm going to just vaguely block out. It's actually going to be facing down a little bit more. Like that. One leg down. One leg up. And they're going to be holding a little shrimp. Like that they just picked up off the ground. And the shrimp is going to be saying, wait. If you eat me now, you'll never know where the shrimp treasure is buried. I'm gonna make it look a little bit nice, but that's how neat. Yeah, that's how neat work. Yeah, no, I see the scan bot, but I don't know how to deal with it from freaking OBS. How do I deal with that how do I ban somebody? How the hell did I even get a scan bot on here? What the fuck is going on? I don't know. I'll deal with it in a minute. I'm not really sure how to get rid of it. Ignore the bot. Ignore the chatter. Okay. But we're going to draw something like that. It's going to be fleshed out and look really nice. So let's just get rid of this one for now. And, oh, it's /ban username. Thank you. Okay. Got it. All right, guys. Watch this. slash ban username spam. Got him. Thank you, main game boy. Figuring this out all together. Okay. See, this is how a good community works. We're all pulling in the right direction. Appreciate it. Adios, nerd. Get wrecked. I've had to ban a couple bots in my stream, so I have experience. Yeah, I don't even... we actually haven't gotten bots in a little while. I think like there was a wave of them in the beginning, and then... yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while. So when I saw that, I was like, ooh, I don't know how to deal with that. Okay. Here we go. So let's start with this. We are going to start by drawing the beak and face of the heron. All right, so let's zoom in slightly. There we go. Ready, guys? Keep this bit small, okay? We're just drawing the face at the top, which is really little. All right? And this is the type of drawing where... Beetle, you ever just shoot some hoops? Yeah, for sure. I haven't actually shot hoops in a minute. What I am going to do for you guys' sake, I am going to, like, plot out basically where everything's going to go so we can build upon it. Okay, there's the body. Okay. But just remember as we're drawing, okay, that this is one of those style of drawings that is very, I would say, free form. Okay, so there's no right answer. It's going to be, I'm going to just keep it really simple, really easy. And all of ours are going to look a little bit different, but that's okay. All right, it's part of the fun. So start by drawing a little dot. So I'm going to make the eye. All right. And around the eye, I'm going to make a little circle, or a half circle, rather. Bring it to a long point. And the other end as well. Long point. And then underneath, I'm going to do something similar, all right? Slightly round. Long point. Bring it up. See how I bring it up and it kind of intersects at about like a third of the way at the top? And then I'm going to come back to that bottom point of the bottom beak, and I'm going to draw a straight line which intersects all the way at the end to give it kind of that three-dimensional look. All right. So far, so good. This is a fictional bird. I'm not using a reference for anything. I'm thinking of it as just like a long-necked kind of water bird, all right, which makes it kind of easy to just sort of play around with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make bumps, all right, going around in a circle up to the top of the head, like that. What's the name of the bird? This is a long-necked phrygus. I don't know. All right. Everybody with me so far? I'm going to make now some long... No, too fast? Oh, I'm pretty sure his name is Josh and he likes roller skating on the weekend. Okay, I thought you weren't with me. Okay, ready? I'm going to keep making these U shapes, upside down U shapes. But now these next ones are a lot longer. All right. Working our way around like that. See that? See how we kind of give ourselves like a little, gives it a bit of dimension? Like it has this, what would you call this? I don't know what this is, like a cockatoo sort of crown. And now, coming around the bottom, see where this neck is? I'm going to be... What I drew here is basically like the skeleton of the bird, right? So everything that I'm drawing, you can see how it's like referenced to that skeleton. If you have a pencil, and you'll find it'll be easier for you to follow along by drawing your own and then erasing it afterwards, you absolutely should. That's what I do with my drawings. But in this case, I think it also helps visually so you can get an idea of what I'm drawing and like where it's going. Is the eye inside the beak... Or is that a nostril? That is the eye, yeah. I mean, I would say if you want to make it more clearly an eye, you can add a little circle around it like that. He's looking down at the shrimp. So from the bottom, where the neck meets the chest, I'm going to be loosely tracing the skeleton or like parallel to it, like drawing the shape around it, but I'm going to be adding some accents, some feathers coming around. So watch this. So it's coming up, a little bump, bump, like particularly at the curve and to the top. So picture yourself drawing a J, a curved line, but as you're drawing it, just picture you're drawing it like this. A J that's just bumps. But now let's picture those bumps are longer bumps, taller bumps. Okay, now picture those bumps, there's a breeze blowing over them this way. So which way are they going? That way, like that. But really, it's a string of J's. J, 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 J. U's and J's. J, 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 J. All right. Spongy SC, if you're still listening, dude, I cannot wait for NBA to start again. I was feeling like there was this little hole in my heart, like I just need something to talk to people about that's not Beetle Moses related. I love talking about Beetle Moses and I love talking about art in my business, but like I just need, sometimes I'm like, I wish there was something for me to discuss that's like ongoing current events. It's not politics, because that's the thing. Like, when basketball isn't on, the only like live shit that's going on is some political crap that I just don't want to hear about because it just makes me depressed. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to argue about it. But I will argue about the Miami Heat and freaking basketball and stuff like that. But when it's not on TV, I feel listless. All right, we're going to draw this curve coming up. Notice how at the top I actually did not put any feathers. I just think that it's like they're at the bottom. You picture the gravity is kind of pulling his feathers down. So flat on top, J's across the bottom. Now I'm going to show you guys how to draw a really cool and detailed wing on a bird. All right. Start by basically tracing the wing that we already have here, which is this sort of curved upside down V. I'll even add a little bump over here at the side. And you can just connect it. So we do bump, bump. Everybody with me? And at the top here, just in the top half, I'm going to make bumps going across like this until we reach the end, and I'm going to bring it just a line down. This is his arm, which goes there. How we doing? The chat goes a little quiet from time to time, so I just want to know, are you guys drawing along? Are you struggling? Give me some feedback. How are we doing so far? Too easy. Amazing. Amazing. Still trying to make the wing look right. All right, that's okay. Doing good. Okay. Sort of figuring out how to do the bumps and use. I'm not drawing, but I shilled you out to my friends. That's just as good. Thank you. Oh, I gotta say, this is really funny. This is actually the first time that I sort of got, like, recognized. Not recognized, but that, like, somebody knew who I was, a stranger in public, is that when we went to, there was like one bar that was near Zach. There was one bar that was like near Zach, and we went there because I was craving like pub food. Like I really wanted like a burger and fries, and we went over there because they had a pub menu, and the bartender, this guy Arlo, was, you got public spotting? What is? Oh, a public spotting? Not exactly, but the bartender, who was such a character, he was so funny. This dude named Arlo. He was like a young guy, and he was like, we were. I love White Russians, like the drink, and we kind of were like debating. I kind of was like thinking about ordering one, and I asked him like, "Hey, how's your White Russian? You make a good one?" And he's like, "Bro, I'm a dudist. I like graduated from the school of the Big Lebowski," and he was like, "You're talking to the right guy." And I was like, "All right, well, I can't say no to that." So he ended up making us White Russians, and he knocked it out of the park. It was so good. And then we were just making small talk, and he was just like, "So what do you guys do? Like, what's going on? Or what do you do for a living?" And we were like, "We're artists. We're like full-time artists." And he was like, "No shit, get out of town. You post your stuff on, like, what do you draw?" And we're like web comics. And he's like, "Oh, really? You post your stuff online?" We're like, "Yeah. These are our names, Yola Swag Studios and Beetle." And he's like, "Okay, let me write it down." He wrote it down. And then we went back there either the next day or like 2 days later, because there's really nothing, no other bars or anything else, or barely anything else to eat that's open late around there. And we went back, and Arlo was working again, and he was like, "Dude, you're the guy that drew the comic with the snail with the hat, the ant that sends an invitation to his snail friend. I was talking to my brother about you," and he was like, "Yo, you met that guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, it's like the first time that I've like told somebody who I was sort of in public," and they were like, "Dude, I know that," like something like that, which was cool. He was so funny. He was a really cool guy. We ended up giving him. We went back like a third time, and at that point we brought him signed print. Like Zach had a signed print, and I had some new stickers, and we slid him some freshies, some like cool stuff. Is he the guy who tried to flip the bottles? Yeah, literally when we first got there, we like ordered. First we were just like, "Oh, we'll just do a round of water." So he was like, "Okay, word. Hey, watch this. There's nothing here that I can like do it with." But he like literally was trying to do that thing. He was like holding the bottle, and he was like flipping it and like doing tricks like with a bottle of Captain Morgan, but was doing it like badly. Like it was we were like, "Bro, chill, stop. Just please pour our drinks." It was cracking me up. Quick tangent while you're finishing the sticker, while you're finishing the drawing or the wing. We're gonna continue in a sec, dude. I got some new stickers that I forgot to plug on my story, but I'm going to include these. I have 50 of them, and I'm going to include them in the next 50 print orders. They're not for sale. They're just going to be included in the next 50 print orders because I only have 50 of them, and then they're gone. And I don't know when I'll re-up on them. But I got Ted Kaczynski Funko Pop stickers, nice quality, glossy, laminate. Okay, I'm gonna be throwing these in the next 50 print orders. Okay, I'm very excited about these. I actually got a bunch of new stickers, which I'm really excited about. But I'm trying to work through them first. After I get through those, I'm gonna start. I got these two. I got the Beetle mode, the side profile face, and these things are freaking big. So I think those came out really fresh too. So working through the stack, but next 50, they got the freaking Ted Kaczynski Funko Pop. Those are as limited edition as it gets. Okay, please tangent away. I'm hella behind normal for me though. I know Babadook, but that's because you're cooking. You're making insanely good drawings. Babadook has a really, really cool style. That's an insane freebie. Dude, I'm an insane guy. I mean, you guys already know that, if you've ordered prints from me, I always include stickers in the orders. So sometimes bonus stuff, like if somebody spends over a certain amount, or if I see that they're a repeat customer, I'll throw in some, a lot of extra goodies and stuff in there too. But with the print orders, I don't talk about it that much, but you will always get a sticker in a print order. And right now I happen to have those, which is a pretty wild freebie. Okay. Okay, let's move along here. I'm now gonna show you guys how to do the rest of the wing. Okay, I'm making now long brush strokes, but they're all just the letter J, and they're gonna get a little bit shorter. Oops, don't love how that one came out. Try to keep them equally spaced. And they're going to get a little bit shorter and shorter as they get to the base of the wing, just like that. And then I'll add a little curve at the top as an accent. And that's pretty picture perfect wing. We actually are going to use this sort of same design at the tail, and especially I know that I mentioned at the beginning of this, I think this is just a really cool thing to include for a coloring book, because there's so many, this is something that's going to be really fun to color after the fact. There's a lot of spaces and colors that you can include in here, especially with a bird like this. Kind of looks like the bird from Up. All right, moving along, but don't worry. You can take your time on that. What I'm drawing next is not going to be too difficult. All I'm doing is drawing, think of it as a W, a long W. Okay, so this, but I'm making a couple little bumps at the bottom, bump, 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 and back up. Okay, that's the feathery part of the thigh, the top leg. And while we're here, might as well just make the little tummy area, which I'm following that curve, adding some little accents up to the neck. I'll let you guys catch up. I'm going to have this on the screen here for a minute. Turn this down actually a little bit. I feel like the pencils might be too visible. That's too light. Oh, you guys that follow me on Instagram also, I don't know if you saw, I get these emails, I don't know why this one just cracked me up, but I get these emails from time to time that are like, hi, we'd like to do a collaboration, we're a brand and we've been following your page for a very long time and we love your image and we love what you do and we just want to collab, do you have some time to talk with us about doing this? And it's they're at varying levels of, I had gotten some really legit nice ones from people, this one company, Fiber Art Weavers. amazing. One of the girls, Taylor, contacted me from this company and was like, "Hey," it was almost like too good to be true, but it was real. She contacted me and she was like, "Hey, I'm like one of the managers or owners of this like textile fabric weaving company. We're based out of North Carolina, and we make like very high quality throw blankets with like custom designs. We're a huge fan of your art, and we'd love to send you like a free sample of our blankets, and if you send us a piece of your art, we'll put it on a blanket for you." And I was like, "That's amazing." And I almost sent just like one of my comics, because I was like, I don't really know, do I have a comics? And my girlfriend was like, wait, don't do that. She was like, "Why don't you send one of your like drawings, like a doodle that's like like a cool fun drawing?" And so I actually went back into it. It was something that's on my story, like highlighted stories. I was like clicking through those because I have a lot of like old doodles that are kind of sitting on there. Not old, like a few years old, but like pre-Beetle Moses, basically. So it's like before I started drawing comics specifically, I was drawing a lot of like just like fun, like stuff like this, like just material that doesn't really have any meaning or purpose, but I thought looked cool. And I did one where I ended up sending her this drawing. I colorized it and sent it to her. That was like a sun. It was kind of like trippy, like a sun and flowers and two people like looking up at the sun and these like crazy vines. And I ended up sending it, and dude, Taylor from Fiverr Art Weavers sent me this like woven blanket. It's sitting on my couch, and I was like, dude, this is insane. Like it was so, like, I'm gonna have it forever. It's like an unbelievable present. And I posted it on my story, and of course I like emailed her and was like, dude, this is above and beyond amazing. So it's not all fake, but I do also get some. It was all, you know what? Let me show you guys. Grab it real quick. Sorry. XQC stream. Here, check it out. Look at this. Look at the size of this thing. I'm going to try to get this all in frame. See that? I'm trying to hold it up so you can see the whole thing, but it's awesome, right? Anyway, I'm using it all the time. It's like an amazing piece for the living room. Like absolutely dope. She hooked it up. She absolutely hooked it up, and didn't have any expectation for like, like some brand deal or something, like nothing like that. Like just like a really kind, like nice present to include, and which is incredible. And I'm absolutely indebted to them. They were so cool. Baller blanket, yeah, super comfy, yeah, and it has like this gorgeous like fringe along the side. It looks amazing, and the colors are so cool. The way it's woven is like amazing. Like when I got it in the mail, I was like, this is an unbelievable present. So yeah, that's like one of the coolest things that I've gotten. I mean, I got this too. Oh, check it out, and I got a freaking subscription from Hernandez AM93Z. They've subscribed for 8 months, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy town. Thank you so much for the subscription. Family heirloom material. Seriously, she straight up hooked it up. And Beetle Moses, thank you for the subscription. But anyway, I do also from time to time get like emails that I'm just like, what are you emailing me about? Like weird, and I already feel I don't love doing like, this is gonna sound, I know there are other webcomic artists that I love and respect, and that they do this, but this is just so not something that I would want to do really. Unless I had full control over the project, like if I made it and it was really limited edition. But I know that a lot of webcomic artists do the makeshift plushie thing and like do like a crowdfunding thing to do the makeshift plushie, and that's cool. That's all well and good, but it's just not something that I want to like sell to my audience really. Like anytime that I'm like making or selling a product, it's something that I like stand by, which is why it's pretty limited. You know, I only pretty much give out like I pretty much just do the prints because I love the way that they come out, and I give out these stickers because they look great. And then the t-shirts are I think nice and high, and even those I try to choose like a high quality brand so they're good. But I don't even do t-shirts so much anymore because I don't have it's drop ship, so I don't even have enough like control over it because I'm too self-conscious about somebody receiving something and it's like crappy. And the plushies, I just feel like I already sometimes am self-conscious about selling things, you know what I mean? Even though it's very helpful to me, and it's also, I feel like it's a great trade-off because then people actually get like a physical keepsake from me, and especially with the prints, I get to sign it and customize it, and you know, like I think there's something really fun about receiving mail, especially like from I've ordered art from artists that I like really like, and just like getting the mail and you know, having them like handwrite my name and address and including like a little sticker or something in there and having their art is like very cool. So that's why I like to sell that stuff. But like mail is epic, like low key. I don't like USPS, they're a pain in my ass, but receiving mail and sending mail is really, really cool. It's like one of the coolest like modern civilization inventions is being able to put an object or a piece of paper in an envelope and write a certain combination of letters and numbers on it, and you and drop it off and pay for it, and it shows up at that other at the location that you want it to show up at. I've had 2 orders that have gone to Asian countries. Months ago, I got an order that was going to India, and which had, first of all, the longest. It was literally like a 9-line address. Like it was like the person's name, and then it was like this street, this block, this building, like flat set, like floor this, flat this, room this, and then like somewhere in India, and like a really long zip code. And like I wrote this out, and I was like, I had to take a picture of it because I was like, dude, what the hell is this address? And that one was like, I just put it in the mail, and I'm like, I don't even know if this is gonna get to this person, but like, here's hoping, you know what I mean? But I never got an email from them that they didn't receive it, so I'm assuming it made it there. And then I got another order from South Korea like just a month ago, which is also like crazy, you know what I mean? Like insane. Did Natty present the Beetle fact? It's a lime head? What's a lime head? Oh. What's everyone's opinion in the lime versus lemon debate? What does that mean? Like, which one's better? Oh, by the way, when are you going to find out if Druzy won the publishing deal? I don't know. I basically, all of the publishing companies that I reached out to basically said, if you don't hear from us in 6 weeks, it's basically a rejection. And basically, it's been, I think I'm on like week 3.5 or 4 for some of the other publishing companies. I submitted to 3 other ones besides Silver Sprocket. Silver Sprocket was running a competition, an open submission competition, which they were accepting entries through the end of August. So August just ended. Right now we're about 2 weeks into September. So that one has only been about 2 weeks, right? They only started reading them after the end of August. Dude, it would be a dream. Like, I feel like, you know, I don't know if I'll get it. I really hope so. It would just be amazing to have, like, to feel like I have a publisher, like a company behind me, because I'm just a one-man show. And that can be a little bit, like, I'm stretched thin, and I'd rather not self-publish. I'd really rather it get picked up by somebody, and it's all done, and I'm really proud of how it came out, and so I'm just going to hope for the best, you know what I mean? I think it would be amazing if they decided to select me. And also, after it was closed, or once they finished, they were like, thank you for all your you know, before they closed, I was like, I wonder how many submissions they actually got for this, because it's kind of specific. It has to be a 25 to 50 page piece, although it doesn't have to be complete, I guess, but it's still somewhat specific, and it's kind of a short time frame for, they let you know like 2 months in advance, like, hey, we're gonna have this, and I had to work really fast to get it done, basically. And so I was kind of thinking, like, I don't know, how many submissions could they have gotten? Like, maybe 100, maybe a couple hundred. Like, it seems kind of specific, and they're pretty big, but they're not that big, so I didn't know what to expect from it. And then they posted at the after August, they were like, submissions are officially closed. Thank you, we received your submissions, all like 765 of them. We're going to read them as quickly as we can and get back to you. And I was like, jeez, man, 765. I was like, well, I hope that Druzy stands out. I hope they take a close look at mine. I hope that they like it and they'd want to like pick me, so we'll see. Lime. Okay, let's see. Limes versus lemons. I'm gonna say, honestly, lemon sweeps, because they taste really similar, but like in a pinch, like in cooking, you could absolutely replace lime juice with lemon juice and get the same effect. And that's pretty much all there is to say on the matter. I mean, I like limes, but like, limeade is not as good as lemonade. But like, if I made like a grilled chicken or fish, I could squeeze lime on it or lemon on it, and it's both gonna taste good. So yeah, lemon sweeps. Easy. Bottling Sunshine, dude, most talented artist I know, in the chat right here. Don't tell Yellow Swag Studios he's not here right now. Dude, I freaking love this series that you're doing of the Baldur's Gate characters. I don't even play Baldur's Gate, but I mean, they look amazing. Bottling Sunshine is like, what's it like living your life as a liar? Dude, I loved watching your stream the other day. I hope that you do more of them, but your drawings have been absolutely amazing. YOLO, your boyfriend is cheating on you. What was I gonna say? Oh, and I was watching a Vosh stream, and I saw your name in there too, and I was like, oh, Bottling Sunshine. But it happened to be during this time where Vosh was like, sometimes it's easy for me to chime in, and he'll be like, oh, hello, Beetle Moses, and he'll say something. But sometimes he's talking about something, and he's being like so quirky that everybody is just like, the chat is just going like, and there's like no way to chime in. But literally, what he was doing was he was talking about that billionaire guy that was like, yeah, we need more people to be homeless for the economy to bounce back. You know that video that's been servicing, that dude with like a freaking 6 head? Like, his head goes all the way fucking back. And he's like, if you want to fix the economy, we need more people to be homeless. We need more people people need to like want to work. Like, people don't want to work. Did you see what I'm talking about? Something like that. It's some stupid shit. Anyway, Vosh was talking about that guy. What is there really to say about it? Like, literally pure evil. Look, I don't want to say anything that's going to get me banned from Twitch, but I would not feel safe if I were that guy. Especially, he probably didn't really think that clip was going to go as viral as it did, and now he is like literally does he look like a Senator Armstrong, or is that being nice? He's like, yeah, he said to raise unemployment to 50%. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Like, don't get anything, don't say anything that's going to get this channel in trouble here, guys. But basically, it's like ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And he should not leave his house. For his own sake, he should not leave his house for a couple months, because I think like he is definitely public enemy #1 right now. And anyway, I was watching this Vosh stream, and Vosh was like, doesn't this guy look like I gotta pull it up. He was literally like, doesn't this guy look like the bad guy from the movie Ants? And he pulled up this guy. He's literally like this. He's like, doesn't he look like the bad guy from the movie Ants? He looks exactly like this. And everyone was like, literally the chat was scrolling like this. Like everyone was like, that's Bug's Life. That's Bug's Life. That's Bug's Life. And Vosh was like, no. This is from Ants. This is from Bug's Life. And just pulled up another one of the exact same character. And he was like, and everyone was like, that's the same guy. That's the same guy. That's from Bug's Life. And he's like, no. This one is from Bug's Life. This one is from Ants. And everyone was like, dude, it's the same character showing the same guy. I was like, dude, I was freaking dying. I was like watching that. And that's when I saw Bottling Sunshine typing in the chat too. Because everybody was just like, dude, what are you talking about? It was so funny. It was top 5 Vosh live moment. I was cracking up. I have honestly been tuning into his streams recently, because like if I need something to listen to and I'm like, well, you know, I've watched all of these down the rabbit hole videos like 100 times each, so I can't watch the freaking Spoonie experiment or like Wings of Redemption down the rabbit hole for the 160th time. So, oh, what do you know? Vosh is live. Let me just turn this on. It's literally what my freaking media consumption has turned into. But I was dying watching that shit. Why did I just get? I forget why I was even bringing that up. But anyway, we're gonna move right along here. I haven't been focusing on this. Okay, we're going to draw the leg. Ready? Straight line. Whoa, I'm on the wrong layer. Straight line. Okay, and right at the middle, semicircle, and then straight line. Okay, and now back up. Straight line, right here, semicircle, yep, and back up, just to there. That's it. He's got those knobby knees. All right. And now, make a little slightly curved line at the base of the leg. Okay? Bear with me. I'm going to show you why in just a second. Okay? Slightly curved line. Now this part is a little tricky, okay? Watch how I do it. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. This is something that even now, with all the hours that I've spent drawing, okay, this is something that still gives me grief from time to time. So if you don't get this right away, you're not alone, okay? I've heard that before about with skateboarding. You know how people ollie in skateboarding? That's like when you do a jump, just a simple jump on a skateboard. It's one of those things that like Tony Hawk in interviews is like, I still have not mastered an ollie, right? It's a fundamental. I know how to do it, but I couldn't even say that I'm a master at it because you spent a lifetime mastering it. That's how I feel about drawing ripples on the surface of on water, okay? Especially at an angle. Now you got to picture, if we were looking at this from above, it's circles around each other over and over, like Target. And they get broken up the farther you go out. Okay, easy enough, right? That's actually not that hard. That's not too hard. We're just drawing circles, different sizes. Where it gets tricky is we're drawing it flat, okay? We're drawing ovals. So, oval. All right. Oval. It's just C's over and over again. See how even mine is not exactly perfect? You want them to all basically follow the same curvature of one another. And then as you get farther out, you can actually just space them farther out and get them more broken, like that. That's the basic, all right? It's parentheses that are wrapping around each other. Mine is not perfect. Yours will not be perfect. This is something that's like, you know, Sometimes I'll even use like a cheat code. I don't know how to do it on here, but if I'm using Procreate on my iPad, you can like draw an oval, and like when you hold it, it becomes like a perfect oval, and you can like adjust it. Like I'll do that sometimes, and then trace it because it's really hard. Like this doesn't look great, but for the sake of the drawing, it's totally fine. All right, and you can feel as loose or free with it as you want, but just don't get frustrated if you feel like it's not shaping up exactly how you like. Okay? We're moving forward here. Follow me. Ready? Don't get lost in the spirals of doom, okay? Don't get lost in this. Give it another 5 seconds and move along. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right here. All right? Slightly curved line. Okay. And watch this. From the tip of the curved line, I'm going to zoom in, okay? Zoom in. Remember, this is the shrimp. This is our little shrimp. Okay? From the tip of the curved line, we're going... Oh. Whoa! Going around... Keep going. Past. And there. It's basically a circle, but it stops here because remember the shrimp is going to go here. Okay. I'm going to do another. Let's make a little line. Back of the shrimp. It's a finger. That's right. I'm going to do another one. Line. Okay. Same exact shape. Curve. And stop. Kid named Finger. Dang, we already draw in the drawing. Just got done working. I'll catch the VOD later because I got to get some new. Oh, what up? Lebs Pooch. Also, good work on Muzzy. It's a real banger. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was fun. That was also something that like Yola Swag and I had been sitting on for a little while in terms of like actually putting it together. And I think being out there was just like it was just the right time and place. I produced that beat. I made that beat like maybe 2 months ago or something, and had written the verses, like the verse for it, and he had written bars too, but then we never got around to actually like recording it. I didn't want to like really put it together. I was just, I was like lazy. And then we were out there and he was like, dude, we had been drinking, and he was like, dude, let's record this right now. And it literally all happened in like a freaking 24-hour period. Like we recorded the track, like recorded our lines. I sent it to Frank Javc. I paid Frank Javc to mix and master it, so he actually made it sound not like blown out and actually good. He sent it back to us in like record time. Like he sent it back right away. We were like, holy shit, this sounds amazing. And the next morning, first thing in the morning, we woke up and we went down to the river next to Zach's house and we filmed that music video and then uploaded, like edited, uploaded all that night, and you know what I mean? Done. Like, it was crazy. Kiko loves first time chatter. What are these stickers? Those are crazy. That's so cool. The video came out great. Thank you. A lot of it was just on a whim. Like, just like, you know, we were both at a point where it's like, let's just make this. Let's just make it. You know what I mean? He's been really wanting to put out music for a while, and a lot of you guys who have been following Yola Swag Studios for a while know that like at a period of time that was almost his bread and butter. Like if his original Yola Swag Studios channel before Cold Cuts is like filled, he's got like 100 songs on there, parody songs, like raps, like random stuff. He's big into music. I love making music too. There was a period of time a while ago that I was making a lot more music and almost felt like I wanted to pursue that a little bit, but like it just doesn't, pull me the way that like visual art does, but it is really fun, and it was cool to do that because it was just in a completely different medium, from what we're doing, which is I think always good. I think as a as a creator, it is really fun to just try a totally different medium. You know what I mean? Make it like a sketch video with your friends. You know what I mean? Film something, or try making beats on your computer, or writing a song, or you know what I mean? Or even if you're a visual artist but you specifically do like digital coloring, like go buy a canvas and some cheap paints and try painting. You know what I mean? It's like good for you to try new things. So that's kind of how I felt about that, and I'm happy with how it came out. I found his Mr. Shadman song while working and listened to it the entire day. It slapped. Yeah, Mr. Shadman, draw me a chick, something like that. Mr. Gay Guy, Epstein Rap, Certified Yellow Bangers. Yeah, he's crazy with that. If someone had a gun to your head and you had to answer, would you say Zach exposed his scrotum or the head of his cock in the video? That was definitely his nuts, his ball sack. I'm not even lying. That's really what that is. All right. We're going to go again here. Ready? Curve. Curve. And stop. See that? Curve and stop. All right. Hey Beetle, have you seen this horror mockumentary Carnus Vetus? I think you'll like it. No, I have not heard of that. What is it? Is it a non-English speaking? What's going on here? I'm teaching an art class. This is the full drawing. I'm zoomed in on a little bit here, but this is what we've been working on this whole time. We're going to draw a shrimp right now. That's what's going to go here. And then we'll get back around to drawing the rest of it. But let me zoom back in. You guys got all these the 3 fingers? That's all you need. I'm going to draw the shrimp now. Okay, it's English actually. I got to look that up. Carnus Vetus. I've never heard of it. Okay, ready? We're going to start with this. I'm going to draw a straight line. Now, I'm going to draw the shrimp doing like this. Like, wait! Like that. You don't have to draw him like that. But I'm just drawing his little arms sticking out like that. And one here too. Okay. And now, a little curve. Shrimp are funny because they have this really odd looking snout. So I'm going to make 2 little bumps like that. And a taller one like that. Post what you have so far on the Discord. So I made these 3 spikes, and at the top where this line is, I'm going to just draw a little circle. And I'm going to make another one peeking out over the side here. And what I also like to do is antennas, which I'm basically just attaching to the eye area. Doesn't have to be anatomically perfect, especially from this angle. It's going to be pretty small. I have to go, but I'll post my rendition of this soon. Love you all. Have a good night. Thank you, George. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for stopping by. First time catching your stream. Just gotta say I love your profile. OC, dude, it cracks me up on site, dude. Thank you. Thank you. You know, it's so funny. I talk about it all the time. Like, I honestly wish I could do... I drew that the same day that I came up with the name Beetle Moses. Like, I needed an icon. This guy right here. I needed, like, a little icon to go along with it. And I drew it up that first day. And, I mean, I have, like, freaking 1,500 hours of drawing under my belt since I started that. Like, if I had to do a redesign of it, it would look totally different. Like... But he's part of me now. So what can I say? I'm still happy with how it looks, but like if I could do a little it's just I wish I drew a character that could express more, like facial expression wise. I'm always envious that YOLO Swag has a character that can like you can put that character into a ton of different situations because it's instantly recognizable, but it's also like easy to like place on other things, and I don't think that my character really fits that bill. But it is what it is. What can I say? I'm glad you like it. I still do like it too. Okay, ready? I'm gonna draw 3 of these on top of each other, alright? That, I'm just making little shrimpy legs. They don't actually have to be perfect. I'm making them kind of overlap in this case. Then I'm just going to draw a line through the legs, that is. And we're going to put a tail on this little guy. So, curving. Okay. Another curve this way. I love that blank stare. It's a good little guy. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Really long time Beetle fans know that I had another little mascot for a while too. I mean, this guy was always my main dude, but there was another character that I used to draw who I used to call like Shmeep or something like that. And he made an appearance in a lot of my early material. He looked like this. A very blank expression. I'm trying to remember exactly how to draw him actually. Anybody remember this? I used to draw him a lot, actually. I mean, he actually used to be literally like the punchline to some of my jokes. Just his like presence, or even when I like hit certain milestones. Like I think when I hit like 5K, I posted something with him, and then somebody made like a crazy Blender like 3D model of this character. I don't know why I retired him so quickly. It just was like I didn't really know what to do with him. I love him. I want to put him in my pocket. He was like I really did like drawing him. Maybe I should bring him back, but it's almost at a point now where I'm like so much of my I haven't drawn him since I was at about like 5,000. So you have to picture now I have like 90,000 people that don't know who this is. You know what I mean? I guess I could still like introduce him back into something, but some of my really early comics. Let me see. Like I'm trying to think what was the first one that he appeared in. Oh, I know which one it was. All right, let's see here. If I scroll down in my Instagram, you guys will probably be able to see it. Let me go way the hell down. This is back when I was really drawing. God damn, I have too much material. Well, let's see. Oh my god, man. I really have a lot of freaking comics. Okay, this was his first appearance. Here it is. Where it says, unexpected item in bagging area. And then he looks down at the bagging area, and he's just this little guy hitting the nene. Can you see that? Really old one. Went ahead. I gotta color the bird. Okay, I love how you draw vacant stares. Hi Beetle. I eat worms. Says hi Beetle. I genuinely hope you've been having a good day. You and YOLO always bring a big dumb smile to my face. Wow, that's really nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have been having a good day. I feel really good since I've been back from my vacation. I feel rejuvenated, refreshed. Oh, I've been wanting to do a redraw of this one. I thought it was kind of funny this is old. Over a year old now. Let's see. It's a brain in a jar, and it's thinking, I am the hottest person in this club right now. This is back also, like, they're all, like, this is back when on Instagram I was, like, posting them in bulk. Oh, yeah, this one, yeah. Breaking news. Protesters begin to disperse after Confederate statue simply cannot be toppled. It's just this cheeked up fucking... And all the protesters are like, okay, I'm getting out of here. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, this is... Here's some other stuff. Let's see. Oh, and then here, this is how the name Shmeep came about, was when I was like... I tried to draw this really dramatic scene of this girl that's just like, is that really how you feel? And he's like, Shmeep. Oh, God, dude. And yeah, this is still actually one of my favorites. I had some really good old material. I think like it would be fun to repost some of this stuff because it's been so long. But like, yeah, and back in this era when I wasn't colorizing, it was all just in black and white. Where they were like this one panel. I also haven't done a one panel comic in a really long time. But this girl is introducing this, like, eldritch beast. It's, like, the queen alien. And she's like, Mom, Dad, Megan is my girlfriend. We're bi, and I don't care if you approve. And they're just like... And it's like, this is Megan. Is, like, this giant beast. Oh, my God. But this was the very first time... This was the first time that I posted a comic that did 100K. I did 100K on Twitter, which blew my head off. I mean, let's see. This was on May 9th, 2022. I had kind of just started. I'd only been doing it for about maybe even like a couple weeks, maybe a month at this point. And I posted this one that was you guys maybe have seen this one already, but the guy's like, Kobe! And Kobe Bryant is like, and then he misses the basket, and Kobe, like, lasers him, destroys him. And, wait, what happened? What's it like being funny? Oh, wait, hey, Beetle, love your comics. Shout out, Valdivia. Thank you so much. My birthday, you're welcome. Wait, Bottling Simpson, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday? Oh, May 9th is happy birthday. Happy birthday on May 9th. That's awesome. Yeah, you blessed me. Yeah, no, that was the first time that one hit. I mean, I remember like posting that and watching the numbers go up in real time and being like, holy shit, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, I have it like, that was the first time I hit 100K, and then I was really lucky that like in the golden age of my Twitter presence, I was hitting 100K with like relative frequency on Twitter, which now, ever since a certain person who will remain unnamed bought the website, is just impossible. I mean, I haven't had a 100K tweet in like a very long time, and I don't know what the deal is. I still can't complain. Like, my audience is like really engaged and supportive, but like there was a time where I would post something and it would become like a runaway hit. You know what I mean? And that just doesn't happen anymore. 100K views, no, 100K likes. 100K likes on Twitter, which just doesn't happen anymore. Instagram, then I was getting 100K for a little while, but didn't like... Yeah, I was getting 100K for a while on Instagram, but then they shadow banned me and we just got out of that, so we'll see if that starts again. But yeah, and then I remember, now I'm just scrolling through, I remember this was like my first kind of like hot streak that I was on also, is when I posted these 3 back to back, and it gained me like a lot of followers in a short amount of time. Is when I posted this Akira one where he's like, Tetsuo, what happened to you? And he's like, stay away from me, Kaneda. And like it's like Peter Griffin. It's like growing out of his arm. And that one like did really well, that was one of the first times that I really was like, let me draw something weird that makes no sense. Also my first Peter Griffin appearance in a comic. And that one did really well. which I think freed me a little bit to try like weirder, like more unusual stuff. And then I posted this one. Actually, first appearance of the green hair girl who kind of is like a regular character now. But she's like, "You're so quiet and mysterious." And then she kisses the guy. And in his mouth, he's like playing Pokemon. And it's saying, "Horsey is evolving." And he's like this x-ray of that one. And then I posted this one, which I think also did 100K on Twitter, which was the hit him with the chair. And it was the two guys from Blue's Clues, and he's hitting him with the thinking chair. And that was the first. I remember that happening, like when I posted those 3 in a row, and I was texting Yolos. I was on the phone with Zach, and I was like, "Dude, this is crazy. What's going on? This is crazy." And he was like, he seriously was like, "Listen to me closely. You are on the first hot streak of your career." He's like, "Right now is a great time if you want to plug something or tell people to, follow you or whatever. Like, now is the right time to do it." But at that time, I had nothing to plug. I don't think we'd started cold cuts at that point. Like, I was just starting out. You know what I mean? Luckily, there's been like a not spread misinformation. Luckily, like, I feel like that was just, I was just getting started, baby. And I'm still having a lot of fun. It's like interesting to see. A lot has changed, like, about the material and the stuff that I draw. And I think actually, like, it was a lot simpler. Like, I was drawing things a lot more simple back then, and there was a lot less like shading. Like, some of this stuff isn't shaded at all, even. And I think I've just gotten like better as an artist at like translating my ideas to paper. But some of these ideas I almost wish that I had come up with now, because I feel like I could this was the other one. This was another one that like went giga mode that like I still get messages about from time to time, or like it shows up. And this was an old one with you guys. I'm sure I've seen this one. We live in a society. That was definitely one early on that got a lot of traction, which was cool. Oh, and then this one too. Heh, piece of cake. And it was the freaking euthanasia coaster. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Those are all over a year old now, which is crazy to think about. And now, like, scrolling up through, I mean, dude, it's like, look how much stuff I have on here now. Like, from the era that I had just begun and I was drawing in like black and white stuff, and then scrolling through, like, look at how many eras of Beetle Moses. And even in this time, I was posting them in like clumps. I wasn't even posting them individually yet. I think I was by now. I was. But like, dude, look at all this junk. There we are. Now we're at the top. I love the Whale Fall comic from that era. Oh yeah, that one was like, I drew that one like a few months ago. That one's still fairly new. Okay, let's see. All right, let's finish this one. Anyway, Shmeep will remain here for the time being, and then I'll have to erase him to finish the drawing. But yeah, Shmeep got phased out. Yeah, he got phased out. I did like drawing him, but I just was like, I kind of felt like I exhausted. I didn't really want to like write myself into a corner. I know there's a lot of artists, comic artists that I love. By the way, I'm adding just these little like stripies. Comic artists that I love, but that feature regular. Perfect example. Comic artists that I love and I admire like an insane amount. Keith John Stack, super funny, consistent, incredible artist, great branding, all and just good, and a good guy. Been super supportive. I think he's also a patron, he has two characters that now have to be featured in every single one of his comics. And doesn't have to. He can go back to drawing whatever, but like, it's what his audience has come to expect is to see Leslie and Brienne, like the lesbian couple. Which is, I don't know, maybe in some regards easier because you always have the same material to work with, but I just like the freedom of being able to draw whatever I want, or if I want to go through a phase of drawing bugs or people or movie references or something like that, I can go through those phases and not worry about the content so much. I'm sure that there will be a time where maybe I will want to like rest and really like relax in a one character or maybe a few characters. But for now, I just enjoy like drawing anything that pops in my mind, and especially just like non sequitur stuff, like things that don't make sense. Bottling Sunshine says, "Yeah, I get what you mean. I like the freedom of drawing whatever, and my audience is always on board with that." Yeah, I mean that's also like, I think it's something that you do as you guys, Bottling Sunshine, who's a career artist, and some of you guys who are maybe just starting and thinking about becoming a career artist, like you'll find as you post, you're gonna find an audience, and sometimes it's, a lot of people say like you can't choose your audience, and it's sort of true, but I do think you foster a specific audience based on what the art that you post and the way that you interact with your audience. You know what I mean? Like, I'm lucky that I'm at a stage where I have a lot of people in my audience, but I don't have like problem children, so to speak, or I don't have any naysayers, or like, I was like months ago when I did get this like brand deal, like, your comics are the same style, so that's what people are expecting. That's fair, but it's also not really like consciously done. It's just I'm drawing what I'm comfortable with. You know what I mean? I like to cross problems. What were we just talking about? Oh, back in the day, I had this quick brand deal with XP Pen, because they sent me this tablet, also one of the coolest things that I got in the mail for free, my XP Pen tablet, and which I use for all these streams, but I don't really use for my comics, TBH. I draw everything on paper. But by the way, you guys are following along slowly here. I know I'm not verbalizing it, but I drew another knobby knee and 2 straight lines connecting. And over here, I'm just going to draw another 2, 3, 4, his other little thigh. XP Pen said basically, we'll send you this thing. We'll send you this tablet. All you have to do is basically post a video and draw a comic using it, and post a video of you talking about you can talk about the pros and cons of it. Basically, you can be honest. You know what I mean? Say one thing that you really like and one thing that you don't like so much, or you wish would be improved, just to share it to your audience. And I got it, and I was like, that sounds great. That's easy. Get a free tablet. Why not? And then when I got it, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to post a video, and my followers are going to be like, dude, Beetle Moses, you sold out. I can't believe you did this. You did whatever, all this stuff. Dude, I posted this. I posted it, and I was like, I really hope people don't unfollow me or anything like that. And dude, all the comments were like, come on, brand deal. Like, yeah, baby, you're going places. You're doing it. Like, we're so excited at the idea that I had a brand deal at all, which is just because, like, just like, I say it time and again, but like, Beetle Moses fans are just the coolest mugs on earth. They're just always super cool. Like all my interactions with like my fans, so to speak. It feels even weird to call people fans, but everyone's so supportive and kind and understanding and nice, and I try to also just stay honest every step of the way about like how I'm feeling and what I'm working on and stuff like that, and try to interact, you know what I mean? Don't listen to them. We're terrible people. Everybody's been super nice and supportive, and it's just been great. So the whole thing has been a great experience. And I will say, no shade, but I know that there are some comic artists, maybe particularly people who get into some, not so nice political type comics. I'm not talking about Yellow Swag Studios, because that's not who I mean, but people who maybe, were and still do post some pretty hardcore political material, and now that they've attracted an audience of smooth brains, they're running into issues, because when they want to advertise something or make money or branch out from their typical style, they get a lot of shrieking apes, you know what I mean, in their comments, and people trying to dox them over the smallest thing and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's like, that's really sad. I feel really bad for those people, but also, you know, you reap what you sow a little bit. Anyway, that's why I try to post, you know, I mean, obviously I antagonize people occasionally, like Banksy fans, or sometimes if somebody's being a hater in my comments, I'll antagonize them. But that's funny. That's funny. Because, like, I'm sharing it with you guys. Like, it's like I'm doing it as part of the spectacle for you guys. But in general, I try to stay really nice. And you know, I am at a stage where it's a little bit difficult for me to, like, you know, respond to all the messages that I get, but I do try to respond to everybody. Oh, Sass Comics subscribed at tier 2. They've subscribed for 6 months. They're on a 6-month streak. That's crazy. Sass Comics, how you doing, my brother? How are you? And I really got to start streaming more frequently, guys. I know it's like, the truth is I really do like streaming once I get started, but like, it takes a lot for me to get going. I always get nervous right before for some reason that I'm like not gonna have anything interesting to say. Not that what I'm saying is interesting, but it's like, you know. Thank you, Sass Comics. Thank you. What do you consider a hater? I mean, I have it's fun. I joke about it, but I do actually have people that I like know personally that like think that they like make a joke of what I'm doing, or I guess they don't think that it's cool or whatever. But those people are not like in my life. Like, that's ridiculous. But the haters that I joke about online is like just people that like, you know, those people that are just, they have nothing nice to say, and they see something that you worked on, like a comic or something like that, and they're just like, "Ugh, what's funny? This isn't funny. This is lame." Or what, you know what I mean? There's 1,000,001 people that are like that. But, like, those people are just, sometimes you just ignore it because you're like, I know that this is a 14-year-old kid. Like, I would be in the wrong to dunk on this person because it'll traumatize them for life. But sometimes it's just too tempting to just be like, I just need to dunk on this person. So every now and again, I will respond to somebody who just says something negative about my comics, but like, it's like, I really am never angry about it. I usually am just like doing it for the spectacle, because I know that like my followers sometimes like, it's fun to watch people lose their cool. It's fun to watch me like dunk on people sometimes, and it's fun to dunk on people, especially when they're being stupid. You know what I mean? Before stream, I get nervous if people will hate my voice, hate my face, and then hate me. It's like so ridiculous. It's not true. It's of course not true. It's not true. Your streams are good, dude. All right, I'm gonna draw this last bit. We're basically mimicking what happened up here. A bunch of long U's. Okay. Excellent. It's pretty good. That's probably all I got to do. Okay, and then, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of Shmeep here. No! I'll redraw him. Sorry, Shmeep. Here's what we're going to do. Get rid of the pencil layer. Zoom out. And now I'm going to write something out here. He's going to say, wait. I start big with that one. I'm going to show you, this will be another good little trick about comic art, okay? I'm going to, wait, I'm writing bigger. The rest I'm going to write a little bit smaller. If you eat me now you'll never never know where the shrimp, I'm gonna actually make that a little italicized. Shrimp treasure. Is buried. And then here's what I'm going to do. Okay, ready? Mr. Beetle, I don't feel so good, Schmeep. Beetle, can you add footage of Subway servers on top of you for no particular reason? That would be kind of awesome, actually. I wonder, if my retention rate would be, way higher. All right, here's a little fun trick that I like to do with my speech bubbles is if I have something like this, an exclamation at the very beginning, I'm going to put these spiky letters around it. Then I make a circle. Like that. Connecting. So it kind of draws attention to this little bit here. And actually... Up, whoop. Move this up slightly. There we go. Space it out, right? That looks better. Nice. Do you review the drawings after the fact? Yeah, if you send them in the Discord, I gotta eat something. I'm freaking starving. But if you send it in the Discord, I will definitely be looking at your drawings. And of course, I've said this before, but I haven't said it recently. Well, now here's the most fun part: is we're gonna color it in. I'm gonna start coloring. I've said this before, but I haven't said it recently. That if you run into something where you feel like, you're not really happy with how your drawing came out, and you feel like you need a little bit of advice, you can absolutely message me on Discord or my Instagram DMs. You should totally feel comfortable reaching out to me because I'd be glad to give you a little bit of advice on it. And the Discord in general has been really good for that. You know what? I'm going to change the color of the bird because I don't want it to be blue because then you can't see the water. I'm going to make the water blue. I'm going to make the bird maybe like this, like a green color. Yeah, that's fun. That's better. Everybody's drawings have been great. I love looking at everybody when the stream's over. All right, that. Color that one in. Oh, let me color his little. I'm gonna have to zoom in here. Boop, doop, doop, doop. And then the shrimp is gonna be this pink. Wait. Just gonna color him in one color. Wait. And then after the fact, one of the more fun things you can do is add shading, right? One thing that I do particularly like about using digital art is the ability to add these shading lines in color rather than just cross-hatching in black ink. I think it looks cool. And even add a little bit of like... I tried that, but you never got back to me. Oh, sorry. Do you want to message me again? Where'd you send it to me? Sorry, if you message it to me again, I will look at it. I'm sorry. It's not always easy for me to respond to everybody's things, but I would like to help you out. If you message it to me again, I'm happy to do that. Discord, it was ages ago. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I also just only recently figured out how to check my Discord, like, private DMs, so that is 100% my fault. But I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you, so if you send it to me again, I will absolutely take a look at it. All right. My friends, this has been really fun. I really appreciate that you guys all came through here. If you've been watching and you don't follow me on Twitch, I would really appreciate it if you hit that follow button, because then you'll get a notification. Will I receive the kisses you promised me in the Discord? Absolutely. All my Discord kittens get kisses. I see special dedication. Just put the Discord link in the chat. It's totally free to join. You can see everybody else's drawings there who's been posting in here, which is super fun, and also get feedback on your drawing if you want it. I'm also in there, and I'm going to be looking at your drawings too, and that's also when I'll update you on things like schedule and like when I'm going live next and stuff. But planning on going live a week from now again on Wednesday, same time. Let me think, what else can I tell you? Yes, like we've been saying, okay, I know I'll say it again. I got a bunch of new prints. I just re-upped in a bunch of favorites, and they're all, until I run out, I got 50 of them, but they're going to go quick. I got these Ted Kaczynski Funko Pop stickers that are gonna go in there. So if you buy a print in the next couple weeks, I'll still have it. You're going to get one of these, okay? Just letting you know. That's on my Big Cartel, all right? BeetleMoses.BigCartel.com. That link's up top too. If you would like to support me, I mean, I know some of you guys who have been you've been so supportive just watching me, and I really appreciate it. But if you want something that's consistent, really keeps me afloat, I have a Patreon. I cannot tell you how much bang for your buck you get on this Patreon. You get like freaking 100 extra episodes of our podcast. You get access to the Cold Cuts Discord, which has a ton of people. It's super active. There's a ton of subjects that we talk about. We played Jackbox and Gardic Phone on there. And at certain tiers on the Patreon, you also get stickers, hand-drawn custom doodles, prints, all kinds of crazy stuff in the mail. It helps me out so much. If you guys wanted to join that, we'd love to have you on there. And especially now, we just filmed a ton of material in Pennsylvania together, which is about to be exclusive on the Patreon, which is going to be really cool too. What else can I tell you? I think that's pretty much it. Read Druzy. And I'll see you next week. That's all I got to say. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Oh, and then this VOD, if you haven't seen the whole thing, my VOD is also, Nightbot just dropped my YouTube link. I'm going to get that one uploaded on there too, so if you couldn't see the whole thing, it'll be there waiting for you. All right. Love you guys. Good night. See you later.